so hard to read.
Be right back.
Doesn't look like you have any
I rolled a
D8s
7.
here.
Dwarf, gain 9.
So I reach out my hand around the corner, touch your flaming body, and you feel slightly better, but you're still on fire.
So
How is this guy?
So you're at
skin
12
not melting off?
12 HP then.
Well, it's actually 8. Yeah.
It's magic.
Yep.
It's magic. the skin starts forming back on his face and all his body parts.
Yes,
Pretty
yes,
much.
it does.
That's actually what happens.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's my turn.
Finn.
Okay, so because I'm in a flanking position here, I get some sort of bonus to attack.
+1.
Oh, just +1. Okay. All right, we'll give it a shot.
Wait. How does he get +1 if it's flanking? I thought if you flank, you get no pluses.
No, you get a plus for flanking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that would be a 19.
And that'll hit.
It'd be a 10.
Alright.
10 points. 10. Smash him in the back of his kneecap.
Okay.
In an attempt to cripple him and bring him to his knees.
Okay, I'm back.
Attack dwarf. Draw. Why bother when the dwarf was going to roast himself?
Who's
All
go?
right,
Whose go is it?
Garion, your turn.
Ah, my turn. Okay, I'm going to do a attack on Yoan with the sword, and
Okay.
with Finn directly opposite, I should get that bonus.
+1.
I'll be right back.
Roll your 2 hit.
Did someone find a way to heal me? Is
Yes.
that why I'm at 12?
Benefair healed you for 9.
Oh, that sounds like a good roll.
10, 11, 11,
12.
12. Yeah. So I miss.
Something not right.
What? What?
It's still 13, so never mind. Yeah, you miss.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then Vinjo. Gonna go and range it. Hurt here.
If we could all get on the other side of one of these two doors in the same place, would be our best chance of survival.
Yeah, but
And
you're still
dwarves
kind of
or
screwed because
the
you're
trolls
surrounded.
missed, and it is Dwarf's turn.
What was that, Buggy?
What's that? Is it my turn?
Oh,
Yep.
no.
It's your turn.
Somebody was saying something about the plan of attack, or lack thereof.
I just don't think we have the organization as a group yet to fall back and do
If
the
we
whole
wanted
door.
this to work right, guys, we should have held them all in that first little room instead of somebody
Yeah.
rushing in and the rest running away.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Well-
was Bojank from that moment on.
Yeah, well, I was planning on going here, and hoping that there was a place I could shoot through the wall, but Chaos said no hole big enough.
It does not make sense with the troll throwing a rock and with the troll being huge enough. It should be at least about I don't know, 2 hands worth. But whatever.
I mean, honestly, if we
And
could
that
take down
20.
this guy, we can kind of get the corner here.
Chaos,
Yes.
I just rolled a nat 20.
Okay, cool.
Now,
Roll your-
are we doubling the roll or rolling twice?
you're doubling the roll. So it's one roll times 2. Plus bonus. So you're going to do like 10 points, and then you're going to do another 10 points.
15.
And that was against
We're only
Whamkin.
adding strength the one that I hit last time.
Yep. So 20 points. That's pretty good.
Yeah, puts him down to 16.
Mhm. All right.
Now, Chaos, hold on, I'm not done.
Go ahead.
I know this game is lacking on skills and proficiencies, it seems like.
Mhm.
Is there something we can roll to see if our characters know how to defeat trolls?
Intellect.
Okay, so what kind of roll is that we all need to make? Because anyone that makes that needs to yell it to everybody else.
I'm back.
That would be
Okay. Anyone wishing to know anything about the lore of trolls should roll an intellect check now.
Okay.
That means
intelligence.
everybody roll a die 20.
Yeah, intelligence.
Wait, what language do these people speak again? I mean,
Yeah, wait.
Rogue
Is,
fail.
I got a jam.
I got a 12.
Wait, is intelligent wisdom or
I got a 16.
oh
Intelligence
it's here.
is
Okay.
intelligence.
Yeah. I
wait,
saw
so
that.
what are we
I got
rolling?
10.
I'm sorry.
Roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier.
I've got a 16.
I got a 12.
I think Darian's winning at 16.
I rolled a 2 with a modifier of 2, but that's a 4.
Do I roll too, or do we all roll?
Everybody rolls.
I
You
got a
roll.
15
Alright.
chaos.
Wait.
Okay.
Is that my turn going by though?
This is just
No.
a general intelligence
Just
check.
everybody do it. Just roll your d20.
We're trying to know what we know about trolls.
Oh, I got a 4. I was like,
Okay.
You know shit.
yeah, I know.
Troll? What's a troll?
So how high did we get? How high did
16.
we need to get to know how to kill these?
Okay. So you do know that they regenerate. They may not regenerate if they're in fire. You know that they generally bite and use bastard swords,
Yeah, but only
and
two
that
of us
they're
know that.
relatively large.
Garion knows that, right? But nobody else has come to
I
that
rolled a
conclusion.
15.
I tell everybody.
Oh. And Dwar, you also know that you get a few extra bonuses against trolls because they are a large creature. But that's about it.
I yell at everybody what I know.
What do you know?
Fire.
Burn 'em after
Yeah,
the
you don't
fire.
have to tell Etan twice to
Yeah.
burn everything. He's already on it.
Yeah, we got to get them into the fire or hit them with fire.
We could round up the town and go for a witch hunt or like a troll hunt.
In order to do that, we got to get away. We got to get them now.
Yeah, I feel like we've made our choice. We're
Whose turn
standing
is
there.
it?
It is
Start of
the
the
troll's
turn order.
turn. It's,
No, it
or,
should be at
it's
the very top.
yeah, you're right. It's the start of the turn. But I need to do some housekeeping.
Uh-oh.
All right, Etan, you're back there. You're down
All
to
right.
1 HP. You
Yep,
should shoot your
Ethan,
arrow.
Ethan.
Wait, actually, can I ask about something?
No.
All right. It says, sneak attacks or like sneak attacks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It does not say anywhere on here about sneak attacks that where is it? It's like on this page. No.
You looking at the manual?
Yeah, I'm looking at the manual. It does not say that DM talks about if it's there or not.
I don't know. Let's look at the manual.
Back
Classes. You got your...
High deciphered.
It's your
climb.
back attack is what's considered a sneak attack.
Yep. Backstab.
Sneak
Backstab.
walk. I mean, like how.
Oh.
Use silence.
He's checking on a stealth roll.
Yeah.
Actually, that's covered under That's covered
Move
under
silently here.
silent, moving silently. Yes.
This
Yes.
allows you to, as a rogue, to move so silently that others cannot hear the movement. The rogue uses ability both indoors and outdoors. Can move up to 1/2 character's normal space at no penalty. At more than 1/2 or to the character's full speed, the character suffers a -5 penalty. It's practically impossible to at -20 penalty move silently while running or charging. To move silently or high, see the hide ability. Wait, to
we
move
lost some.
silently and hide, use the hide ability. Wearing armor not on the rogue armorless affects this ability. I'm just curious. It does not say anything about the team stuff. Is that
What are
a
you
house
trying-
rule or anything?
What are you trying to figure out exactly?
I'm trying to figure out because I'm just thinking. Okay, you know how you move and you silently do? If the DM tells you it does not work or it does work, how do you know if it works? You just run up to a guy and see if he attacks you or not.
How do you know if you're hidden from somebody?
Yeah.
You don't.
Like,
In
You
real
you
life, how do you?
you assume
an
that you're
art
hidden.
performer. Okay, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, you also have to realize that, like,
You might be
Like-
hidden from one character and not another.
yeah,
All right.
So
like this is determined. Okay, this is not this system. I understand that. We're not talking about castles and crusades, but like, you have to consider that some characters or monsters or NPCs
Monsters.
are better at detecting and sensing your presence.
Not only that, but because I am the DM, I determine whether your role
Not.
actually hid you or not.
Right.
right.
Right. Okay.
You don't actually know.
Yeah.
So-
You think. Now, I'll give you, if you rolled really crappy, that you might think I might not be as hidden as well as I think I am.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay? In other words, you notice the fact that you're sitting in the street light, you know,
Yeah.
instead.
All right.
But if you think you're hidden, I'm always going to tell you you think you're hidden.
Okay.
And whether you are or not.
And if for some reason you roll insanely high, and you
Then
have
you
some, so you have some tremendous bonus to your
Well, if
stealth
he
roll.
rolls high, then he really thinks he's hidden.
Yeah,
and
you
maybe,
really think you're hidden. Yeah.
And maybe
Yeah.
he is.
Exactly.
Wait.
Maybe
okay.
Chaos will say you disappeared into the next campaign. That's how well hidden you are.
Yeah. By chance, can I go heal myself with one bandage?
Yes.
So, I don't know how that
You can
works
bandage
actually.
yourself.
All right. Can I use 2 bandages or 1 bandage?
Just one.
All right. So I go down to 4. Oh yeah, I have to unlock it. But it says, oh yeah, I remember. 4,
Roll
How's
a 20. Roll a 20.
20.
First.
Okay. And do I put it on like a character sheet or somewhere that I am now how do I say this have a bandage on so I can grab the bandage later?
You can write that down.
Just write
somewhere.
that in
Write
the
down
notes.
You,
Yeah, use a note card.
Yeah.
guys see that's right, right?
But roll a d20 at this point.
D20, okay.
Roll,
Oh, man, I don't.
roll a die 3.
Die 3. Oh wait, a die 3 is which?
Oh boy.
Die
Damn it.
6.
Die 6. I'm sorry,
and
roll die
roll,
6.
roll a d6 and divide in half.
Oh, that's slow. I got 3.
Take 2 points of damage.
What?
You render yourself unconscious.
Ow! How?
Two.
You did
Loved
it.
it that bad.
Yeah. You wrapped it so tight it
I-
cut
I-
off the circulation.
While you were trying to tear the
He-
gauze with your teeth,
He tried
you-
to wrap it around his neck really hard with a tourniquet.
Oh man, that's funny.
Oh
I
my
basically,
God.
I basically choked myself out.
Oh, good God.
Oh, and we don't. None of us know it because you're
Nope.
you're out of the room.
Yep.
wait. Did I by chance hang myself at all?
No, you
Okay,
just
good,
managed to tourniquet your neck.
Wow. Okay.
I basically.
Awesome.
All right.
All right, buddy, you're out.
Just when you thought this couldn't get any weirder.
Yeah.
Still
You guys
away,
just
your
walk
turn.
up on me and you see my body like dead, like have like a I don't know a rope
Just
around my throat.
unconscious at the moment.
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
Oh,
Yeah. No. 50 Shades of Grey, but the real life version.
Well, at
No.
least,
Alright,
Path
so-
at
of
least his
Crusades.
dick isn't out of his
Owen, your
pants, is
turn.
it?
Oh, it might be hidden.
God. All right, what you doing,
Soloin?
Soloin?
What you doing?
I am taking a. Actually, I'm gonna. I can move down. Can I get the flanking if I move down here with Vin?
Since you're the current target, I would say no. Because he's just going
I'll
to
do
turn.
it for her. I'm gonna do the. Whoa, hang on.
You have
What-
a staff?
Start say,
Yeah.
did we decide about backstab rules?
13.
Yeah, only rogues can do them.
No, okay.
But you can get a +2 to 13 that on your die roll,
Behind.
or was that after?
No, that was with +2.
Oh, okay. So that's a miss. All right. Yeah, win. Let's try to kick this, shall we? That roll. What you should- Search up, yep, that one. Okay.
What's happening, Hoss?
Well, I'm determining how badly Troll just bit Siloin.
Oh,
Just a flesh one.
10 points.
Oh boy.
Alright, that's
Man.
all I got.
Yeah. Dude, that's dangerous, dude.
no. Are you out?
He's
No, he's at
exactly
0.
Yeah, it's 0.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. Vinifera, your turn.
Okay, so I can probably walk over here and, heal you, or I can.
You can't walk anywhere without a troll trying to eat you as well.
Yep.
Yeah, honestly,
no,
you're
that's
probably
fair.
better off just attacking.
Also,
us.
you've
Not that
used your
useful
cure
anymore.
light wounds on the dwarf, correct?
You use 2 pure light wounds.
Yes, so I have one more, I think.
I think you, from what I'm seeing on your list here of spells, you only had one.
Hey, by chance, have they heard me choking myself out?
Nope.
You
Huh.
used your first aid, I think, and you used your
Oh,
cure
yeah, that's
light
right.
wounds.
Never mind.
So those are gone. So I would suggest that you delete them from your character sheet.
Just
put a
just
mark
mark
next
it.
to
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Uh, ah.
Whose turn
Get
are
it.
we at?
You can
It is
attack.
Vinifera's.
Yes, I will attack them. Yeah.
Okay, roll die 20.
Which one are you
20.
attacking?
I'll attack the. What's his name?
Yawan?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, yeah.
You got a W and a Y.
I'll attack Yuan. I rolled an 11.
Plus
Non-magical.
anything?
+3.
3 for
Oh.
strength. Find one more
14.
somewhere.
15. Nope.
His
he
back
has
is
no-
turned.
What about
Oh,
base
that's
attack
right.
bonus?
Nope,
Did you add
you're
that?
right. You're right. You got him. You got him there. It was Yawan you attacked, right? Okay.
Yeah, that should be plus
All right.
2 then.
You got him. Okay.
Roll that.
Roll your
Roll
damage.
that 1d6.
Plus 3.
Alrighty. Three.
Points.
6 more.
All right. And so now
Hit that one
it's
again, Finn.
Finn's turn.
Oh, is it my turn? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna attack Yawan, since Yawan appears to be the most hurt. Ugh,
Nope.
I missed. Whiffed.
Damn, dude.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm staying right there.
So he's getting flanked this way and this
That's
way.
fair. Carrion, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to stabby stab with flanking bonus.
That's another plus 1.
Yeah. Forgot about that. Wouldn't have helped me, but
No, but it did help you think.
Where'd it go?
You throw it over here.
Oh, sorry.
$11 plus 1 plus what else you got?
1 for
Or-
strength.
Plus 2,
Yep. 2.
It's a
13,
magic broadsword too.
3, 4.
14, 14.
Not quite enough.
Yeah,
15.
well, 15.
Yeah,
I
still
still
not
don't
enough.
think that's enough.
There's
No.
16.
Okay.
All right. That's Carrion. Then Joe and withdrawn. Jim.
He rolled an 11.
Yeah.
Shouldn't his base attack bonus be plus 2 because he's second level now?
Right.
So that right there would be 2 plus 1 strength, plus 1 on the side, plus 1 magic sword. That's
Yeah, I
16.
can never remember what the difference is between here your
Okay.
base to hit, your melee, and your missile.
All right.
I just
so
know
go
all
ahead and.
fighter classes should gain 1 base to hit per level.
Yeah, and he does. He's not.
And he doesn't have
Not
it
up.
wrote down.
So
okay.
does that mean
so
his
actually,
melee
you did
is?
hit.
No. His
What's that?
attack,
You did hit.
I did
So
hit.
go ahead and roll your damage.
His attack should say plus 2.
Okay, attack.
Okay,
And
so
depending
what's
if he's doing missile or melee, that's the next one he adds.
So melee stays the same? That can't be
Isn't it
right.
2 by 4?
Yeah, because that's based off his strength.
Carrion.
Whereas
Huh?
base attack is all attacks.
oh die
It's
4?
2 die 4, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yes, it's 2 die 4.
You have 2
Yeah,
die 4 up
2d4
here.
plus 1
Plus 2. 1 for magic and 1 for strength.
So 7.
5,
7.
7.
Yep.
C'est bon. I shake my private parts in your general direction, troll.
Alright. So, rolling. Who didn't do anything? Wanjin.
Who's Wanjin attacking? He's pointed to Finn. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, he's going to continue to Finn. There's no other questions on the others, so. So that was that one. Okay. Yeah, he was attacking. He was still attacking Finn. All right. So now, Stor, your turn.
Bar.
You gonna try to get out of that fire? You're gonna stay there.
It's gotta burn out at some point.
I would bank on it, brother. How many rounds has it been? 4
Well,
Oh, I don't know.
or 5?
I would say about
he's
4.
occupied with Finn. So the only one you got to worry about is this one. You can try and sneak through this door It's one move. To
I'm
get
gonna
you out of the
stop.
fire.
All right. I
That's a
believe
hit.
that's going to hit.
It is. It's a 17.
Yep. Go ahead.
Nine more.
All right. Okay. And at the top of the turn, Etan lays there unconscious.
Can he do a
and
death life
Silhouette
saving roll?
lays there unconscious.
Yeah, can I do that? By
What?
chance? Death life for saving roll.
Nope.
Nah,
Um,
There's no need.
bummer.
You're just unconscious at the moment. You're gonna
how do
stay
you get
unconscious.
unconscious?
How do you get unconscious?
Yeah, how do you get unconscious?
You got to be stabilized by one of us.
He's
Can
he's
I just,
asking how to
like-
how to become conscious.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I was waiting for someone to figure it
I
out,
was-
Lord.
Well,
Yeah.
I was going to give him a explanation of how people get hit in the head and just fall down to the ground.
I basically
Um,
choked myself out, so I didn't hit myself in the head. I'm not like have a concussion now.
Yeah, but you're out for the count for now. I
You're
realized
out
I've been doing
so
my
you can
math.
Get some type of aid.
I've realized that I've been doing my math wrong, Chaos. So instead of +5, I should be getting +6, I think, if I'm reading this correctly. It's my
I believe
melee.
you're right. Yeah, because you got a +2 weapon. You got 2 to. Well, no. I think you added your +2 weapon in there
I don't.
to hit. I
I
think
don't.
that's how you did it.
Did I? I don't know. I don't.
His melee
Alright.
should say 1.
Should it be 1? Okay. Well, then I got it right.
It's because that's to everything. You got to
Mhm.
add the Rod of Justice +2 after all that.
Yeah.
All right. So it's +5. It's not +6. Okay.
Okay. So, anyways,
Back
So-
to
Silhouette, Yoann gets to go. He's got a new choice to make.
Does this monster look like it's getting nervous?
They're kind of hurting. Oh, wait. Just a second. I do need to do something else before the turn fully rolls over.
Okay. Is the fire still going?
Fire's still going over up on the dwarf.
It's
Ew.
great. Wait. How long is that gonna go for?
We don't know.
Apparently
I don't know.
infinite because it's oil of forever burning.
How are you
I can
still
tell you
alive?
it's not
though?
infinite, but I do know how long it'll go.
Like man, we all could like adopt a religion of paramat,
Dwarf,
Cryomat.
take 4 points.
make money off it.
who?
Dwarf.
How much health do you have, Dwarf? You have 12. Okay, thank heavens.
Or actually, you know what? I'm gonna make that 2 points. Take back 2 points.
It should be a die 3 per round anyway.
Take 2 points at this point. Alright. So, now, Vinifera, your turn.
Alright, so I'll go ahead and attack Yawan again.
Okay?
That's 1d20. Right?
Yep.
Oh.
Roll again.
Oh, how
no.
wonderful.
Did you crit fail?
Yes, I did. Wow, a 1 and a 20!
Oh no!
How wonderful.
Roll a die 6.
Oh no! Garion, how many HP do you got?
1.
13?
No, I got like 12.
Well, from one end to the other of the spectrum.
You roll a
Uh.
1 on your die 6?
Yep.
So it's a crit, so that's 2 plus
Garion,
whatever
take
bonuses
2
you
points.
have.
Or take, actually it's going to be
5.
5 points.
Whack!
This is some Hanna-Barbera level type of combat right here.
Where's
We
the
got a guy on fire, a guy who knocked himself in the other room, and a guy who just got hit by the mace.
No. I choked myself up, dude.
Yeah.
Alright, Finn, your turn.
Like, wow, it's back to me already. Alright.
I mean,
I really desperately want to finish off at least one of these creatures, so I'll go after the one who looks the most hurt.
who made our weapons? Acme Blacksmiths?
And I
Me, me.
miss.
I cast
Missed, okay.
Roadrunner.
I miss and I curse terribly.
Okay. Oh, Georgia. Here we go. Alright. They missed. Carry on, your turn.
Okay, stabby, stabby. And we got the +1.
Alright.
Ah,
Uh,
6.
that's a miss.
6.
Alright.
What happened with Mr. Ranger?
Okay, so Manjin decides to
Zomp, you're down?
try
Yeah,
to
yeah, I'm down.
Oh, no.
absolutely slam you with his sword, Finn, and manages to strike the ground quite mightily. Actually, leaves a pretty deep score in the into the actual ground beside you.
Okay.
The shock of that blast, of that hit, actually knocks him out.
What? Wow. How the hell did that happen?
This really is some Hanna-Barbera type combat.
He critted himself.
He's not dead though. He's just knocked out.
Yeah,
He's,
no,
he's gone.
he actually killed himself.
I don't know. That's crazy, dude.
He managed to kill himself.
Did he crit
Well.
fail and then crit succeed?
No, he crit failed and crit failed.
Oh. Double damage.
Okay, he managed to swing so hard he cleaved his own head off.
Jesus. So wait, he rolled 2 1s? Is that how
Uh-huh.
you're doing it? Okay, so they are sort of exploding ones.
It can
for-
be.
Okay.
Well, okay, a low roll, a very low roll, as in by like somewhere between 1 and 3, means you've done damage to yourself. Okay? A high roll, on the other hand, is a crit. Natural 20 is a natural 20.
Okay.
And if it's a high roll on the 1, then they've managed to possibly, if it's above AC armor or armor class on a nearby monster. So basically, yes, you want middle of the range of the D20. General, basically nothing should happen, but a critical miss.
That's the first bit of luck we've had. Except for every time that they've missed us
Yeah.
with their 2 attacks.
All right.
Alright, whose turn
That
are we
was
on?
my turn, and it's Dwarf's turn.
Stick and move, buddy.
Boogie.
His hand isn't moving, so...
I
Boogie.
had to help someone in real quick.
Okay. It is your turn, Bookie. Whenever you're ready. All right.
I think that misses by 1.
Yeah, I believe so.
Let me check real quick. I did go up a level.
I am so close to leveling up.
Yeah, I think it's still +7 to hit.
Yeah, I think you're still missing. Okay. All right. So I need to resolve end of turn stuff. Boogie, take 2 points.
Excuse me.
Okay. All right, and it is Yoan's turn. At this point. Oop, misses. All right, and it is now Benefera's turn.
Alright, well. I'll go ahead and attack him from here again.
Okay.
Right, so let's do 1d20. +11 +3, 2, which is 15, I think. Because I rolled 11 last time and I got 15.
Right. Do you have a
Or-
flank? So that's +1.
Oh wait, no. Yeah.
Well, he does not have
Wait,
a
hold on.
flank because this
No,
guy
I
here
don't.
is out. Silhouette's dead,
Silwan's out.
so there's no flank.
Oh, that's true. So, yeah, I guess you missed
Alright.
by 1. All right.
That's-
Finn, your turn.
Alright, one more. Give it another shot.
I
13
believe
plus
that's gonna
5.
hit. Yep.
18.
Roll your damage.
5 plus 5 is 10. I'm gonna
Alright.
leap up and smack this thing right in the middle of its back. Crack its
Alright.
spine.
You guys need to burn the bodies.
Yeah, well. We've got fire.
Yeah,
You're
I
just,
know
the
where you
ones,
can
you're
find.
just standing in it.
Hey, Dwyer, why don't you run over there, Bert?
Cut the heads off.
All right. So that's Finn. Drop Finn.
Wait, so are these two are in the fire or what's the
No,
deal
they're
with these
just outside the fire.
These markers, these white markers that I think Garion put down, are where the fire is located.
Yeah.
So if I cast create water and I put it on the fire and Dwar steps back, what would happen?
Well, the water's not going to do anything to this
Well,
fire.
Yes.
I
But
mean, You might help.
Boogie, take 12.
Who?
Boogie's out.
Oh.
He's at -4.
Okay, there's 4 of us and there's 2 of them. Let's set up 2 and 2.
No, there's 3 of us.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Can we all back up so I can cast Sound Burst? Is that an option?
Sure.
Alright, let's see. So, Garion, your turn?
I'll back up. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You see a unconscious rogue over there.
Yeah, but I can't do anything. I'm done.
Alright. Alright, Dwar is going to be on the floor.
This is not good.
Okay, so let's run through the plan. Should I cast Sound Blast while everyone moves back a bit?
I mean, you'd have to wait for everyone to
Oh.
move back.
Yeah, I know,
Alright.
but like, is that a thing we can do in the near future?
Either way, the fire actually burns itself out this round.
Oh.
So Dwar does not indeed take any more damage at this point.
He's just extra crispy.
Yeah, but he's still unconscious and vulnerable.
Extra crispy, yeah.
Benefera, it is your turn.
Oh, okay.
Here's the thing: you can cast Sound Burst. If you do, though, it's gonna hit you and I.
Oh, if I throw it over in this, like, if I move over a bit and throw it over in here?
Yeah, it's got a range of 20, or a radius of 20, so that would be 5, 10, 15, 20. Or 5,
Well, he's thinking back
10,
here, but it'd be still
15.
But 20 would be here.
Yeah,
Yeah. Alright,
and
well,
even further than that. So, but the problem is, now that the fire is out, these trolls can move.
yeah.
So we got Venjo and Jojen, and Jojen goes after me. So you could wait. No, that's not true.
This is very risky. Can we hoof it?
Here's what you can do. You can hoof it, and you can cast Sound Burst and hope for the best. But if you do, you realize that these two are like, they're unhurt.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
If,
we can't
if,
slow them down if
if you move to
sound-
here and then cast Sound Burst to here,
where?
you're safe. If you move to
Oh,
here
right.
and cast Sound Burst to here, you're safe.
Yeah, but you'll hit me, and I will undoubtedly go down.
Yeah.
So it's a gamble. Like either you move and cast it, and then you hit these two monsters, but you're only doing 1d8 damage. These monsters have a lot of health.
I can stun them for 1 round with it, can't I?
That's true. There is a stun effect as a part of that spell, isn't there?
Yes, there is.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a gamble. It's a risk. Let's
Are
see what
you
the...
out of heals?
Yeah, I'm out of heals, so I can't like walk over and heal up Finn either. So
See, I
Don't you
have two
like
more. I have 2 more healing spells.
Don't you have first aid or something? Does that
Who-
I used up first aid and cure light wounds already.
Yeah.
So Venefera is up. Finn is up next, which would allow him to move back. I say we retreat to this door, draw them out, and we attack them in the open.
Yeah, I would say that's
Would you
a good
guys
plan.
like to know why that's a horrible idea?
Or sure, I
Because
suppose.
the 2 that are already down are going to stand right back up from regenerating.
Ooh.
Well, I'm not sure what choice we have. Like,
So if you want to fight all 4 again, then go for it.
I mean, there's 3 of us left, dude. I'm gonna have to spend my actions to revive you and Siluan.
Can we just ditch the other few?
Say again?
Oh, never mind. Sounds
Ditch
bad.
what?
Sounds bad. Never mind.
Okay.
Let's pray and hope.
Let's see. Can I use any of the stuff that I have on?
Those two that if they come back, will not come back to full health. They're going to come back to a lower amount of hit points.
I'm
So-
thinking more about saving my fellow party members
By
than I
chance,
am
can we carry?
carry.
If
Like
Yeah,
pick them
carry
up?
people.
that's
if you're
go-
conscious.
that's gonna cost you
Slow you
movement.
down. Yeah.
Yeah. It'll cut your movement in half. It'll mean you'll be able to move 3.
Okay.
I mean, I have no method of creating fire in the span of 6 seconds. I got flint and steel. I think it'll take me longer than 6 seconds to set a fire big enough to burn a troll's body.
Anybody got another flask of oil?
I do.
I'm thinking
I have a
dwarves
I have a
armor's
small
probably.
steel flask. I have a small steel flask, and I don't know what's in it.
That's not gonna
Yeah.
break
I still have a flask of oil on my body.
on your body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's weapon oil made out of?
Wait. There's such thing as weapon oil?
Yeah, I have
I have armor
I have
and
weapon oil as well, but it's,
I have
it's-
armor
it's
oil
meant-
as well.
Yeah, it's meant for cleaning and lubrication.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure it's flammable, but
burnable.
like
Yeah. It's
you would need a
burnable.
lot of it, and you probably don't have a whole lot of armor and weapon oil.
Yeah.
Hey, by
Um,
chance, can one
I
of
also
them
have
try and
candles.
hit me with a roll? Because it would be kind of cheating if they come.
Say again?
It'd be kind of, like, try, grab Floy off my dead body.
All right,
Could it by chance?
You're not
We-
dead yet.
Finn, can you move
Not
to Silouan?
Dead, but it's
I mean, dwarves armor is probably searing hot. Maybe you could just roll the armor on them, burn the flesh.
Would
Maybe.
that kill him? Because I know he's just down right now.
Are those rations still on the ground here?
Probably scattered about. Sure.
You could run to here, scoop them back toward there, and see what they do.
I mean, my suggestion is to retreat at this point, Vinifera.
Yeah.
Because, like, sure, you can cast Soundburst, and it might do some damage, and it might stun them for a round. You could do that.
But it's okay. So when I'm
Well, if it stuns him for a round, he'd be able to get. Dwar, drag him out.
Yeah, at least if you can do that, if you can move back and make yourself safe, you can cast Soundburst and hope that it doesn't knock me out, because I only have 5 hit points left.
Garion.
It's a gamble.
Are you willing to take that gamble?
Yeah, I mean, it's your action. You know what I mean?
There you
Uh,
Yes.
Come down to gaming with me, please.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm in
Okay.
trouble. I've been very, very bad.
Yes, you
Ah.
have.
Where am I going to? Okay, I see.
So yeah, just
So
go
in
to
the
the
Discord room.
yeah.
Okay. Alright. So, the thing is, you guys seem to all be forgetting you have a wand of many things.
I don't have it.
No, but
No.
the character that you're sitting right beside does, and he's completely incapacitated at the moment. And so I'm going to let you back up to where it was your turn. Would you want to take that wand? Yes, you could use it. You don't have to be a wizard.
Silouan has it?
No, not Silouan. Wire has it.
Oh, okay.
Last
I see.
I knew.
Etienne, yeah. Ethan.
I mean, I mean, I know Boogie wanted Silowin to have it, but it never got transferred.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
want to tell you, you can. You don't have to do a wand of fireballs, but you can do a wand of magic missile, which would be a single target, and you can use that thing like a machine gun if you want to.
Yeah.
Or you can use a lightning bolt.
I can cast any spell?
Any spell.
Okay. If I cast something that would make them small, like rats, can I do that?
Shrink?
Will
Yeah,
it,
you
will,
could try a shrink.
will it do one or both?
Well, depends on what the spell is exactly. I will have to look those up real
All right.
quick.
I'll just what I'll do is
But
I'll grab.
want to,
I'll
you
grab.
guys seem to be forgetting this, and I
Yeah.
want you guys to remember this because, to tell you the truth, I'd like you guys to survive this if possible.
Okay. I will grab the wand, and on my turn I'll move out and cast magic missile.
Okay, so alright, let's move back up to the lobby.
Okay. Yeah.
There are ropes on the ceiling, and if we pull them, there's a chance that the roof can collapse.
Small
Sure.
sections. It's not going to be enough to stop these guys from walking over it, though.
I mean, there was just a fire here, right? So would we assume that the
A
roof
low
is...
fire on the floor. It's not like it was a raging fire. It was like a small container of oil.
Hmm.
I mean, it took
I
down
wasn't
about
engulfed in
at
flames.
least 10 from you. So if these guys were in the fire the whole time, they would have been at least 10 points down.
Stayed in the fire.
Or they would have stayed away from the fire and just not attacked.
They were walking through it because there was a fire in the other room, and they did walk right through that.
Yeah, but they couldn't walk through it. They would have either had to stand in it or stay back and throw rocks. I don't know, unless these guys are big enough they could just like walk over us. I don't know.
So whose turn is it?
They're 8 feet.
It's
though.
still my turn. I'm still trying to figure out what exactly our plan is and how I should go about my business.
We're children, so I think teenagers. I mean, I don't think we can really plan ahead.
Can confirm, am teenager myself. Anyways, alright, so the consensus is if I throw out Sound Blast, it will pretty much harm everyone in this general block. So,
Apparently, it could kill Dwar, which is something I had not considered.
I did.
What's your health at?
5.
You're probably going to go down too.
Yeah, that's why I said it's a risk.
It's not a risk. It's just bad.
Okay.
okay, what's the floor made out of again?
The floor is made out of lava.
No, seriously, is the floor made out of
They're
slippery
ground or
when
stone?
wet material?
It's stone.
It's stone. If I cast
Actually-
water, will they slip?
Will they sl-
Come on, I'm really grasping at straws here.
I mean, honestly, there's really nothing. Unless
I
one
say
of you guys
run.
can get Dwar back
no,
up, you
use
might
that
as well
one.
just run.
I think what you're wanting to cast is something like a grease spell.
You
It
see
doesn't
that?
exist.
What's that?
What I sent you?
Who?
Use that one.
Me?
What I told you, and use that spell.
I think you should pick up the wand variant.
You see
and
that
just
spell?
do its
Oh
innate
yes.
thing.
Okay. I got
Use
you.
that one.
Okay.
Alright. So, anyways,
Well, it's Vinifera's
All right.
turn. So
Vinifera,
Vinifera,
your turn.
you could walk up to the troll and you could attack, or you could run away. That's basically your two options at this point.
They're at extremely high HP. That's nearly 50. Yeah, nearly 50 each, so I don't think I'm going to risk it based on what I heard
Did we
happen.
went in like a level 20 area? Because this
No.
feels like it, dude. It feels like we're being
By their hit
totally
points, they're 8 hit dice. So that would be level 8 monsters.
Alright, I'm just
party, I
gonna
don't know.
step back into this room over here. Was that 5, 10, 15,
15, 20,
20, 25.
30.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just. There's no good option here, so
Yeah.
I'll take the one that will preserve the most lives.
Silhouette,
Okay.
what's your eight? You're at 0.
Oh,
So
yeah,
one's
I'm
at
zero.
0.
So I don't
and
even
it's
need
your
to.
turn.
I don't even need to stabilize. I'll cast CLW on Silhouette.
Okay. Roll dice 8.
Four.
And get 4 back.
You're up.
You're up.
Okay.
All right. It is Jurgen's turn.
So I'm gonna
Hold on.
whisper to Vinifera, I got a plan.
Oh? And what is your plan?
I hope
whisper
it's better
back.
than the plans we've had so
I
far.
don't know if it's gonna work or not, but I'm gonna try.
Would you like to share with the class?
Okay. Jurgen misses Finn. And it's now Garion's turn.
As I'm rummaging Ethan's body for his wand,
Wait. Ethan's or Ethan's?
Etan.
Ethan, I'm gonna take the wand from him.
I don't have the
Okay.
wand though.
Yes, you do.
Wait, what? I never gotten the wand.
Yeah, I don't know what wand
you
you're
had
talking
the
about.
wand.
No,
The
I
wand
don't.
of anything.
What is a wand of anything? I have none. I
Okay.
never ever got a wand of anything.
Are these
I
your
don't
no
have-
cards down here?
Yeah, do I
Is it
have
I'll
it?
explain it to you, but it wouldn't make any sense. It's
Is it on your no cards somewhere?
No.
You sure?
Why?
My dwarf had it.
Yeah,
and
I
someday
never
when
had
me
it.
and
I
you
never ever
weren't
had a
here,
wand. Only
they
person
took
who
it
has a
from me
wand
and
is
gave it to
Miss
you.
Owls. This wand is like peering out my ass. Like seriously, I don't have a wand.
Well, you grabbed the wand that Ethan didn't realize he had.
Yeah, you're grabbing it from my prison pocket, aren't you?
Oh, I don't remember this being flesh.
Covered in poop.
Wow, it truly is a wand of anything.
Okay. That's as far as I can
So-
go.
So what's going on?
I can't see him, but I
No.
can go here,
Mm-hmm.
and I
that's
can
good.
see him and him.
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna use the wand and say, I hope the hell this works. Disintegrate, and I cast it on the 2 trolls.
Well, you have to specify one target.
Okay, then it's gonna be Jolin.
Wait.
Yes.
Isn't a wand on anything? Can you just say I wish that a blazing hot liquid fire that is above them burnt down from the 7 hells?
How about
And
I
that's why
wish I
would
could
have
go
never
back in
agreed
time
give
to
it them.
before we open the door.
No, even before that. I wish we never came in this area.
Anyway, I'm gonna cast Disintegrate on Jolin.
Yeah, but the real
And
question if we
Joel?
retreat.
Turns into nothing.
Wow.
Okay.
Roland is
Must be by
completely,
the.
just completely vanishes.
Okay. And that's my turn.
Boy, now we got Venjo.
Yeah, but he right now there's 4 live that can go against him.
Wait. Are you? Never
Oh, he didn't like it.
mind. You didn't. Did you by chance lick the wand?
No. I doubt it.
You have to lick it. That's what it gives special powers. I'm joking, but yeah.
Are you though?
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
God.
Benjo misses.
Who is he swinging at?
Yeah,
And
who's this? Okay. Wow. I'm getting real lucky. Real lucky. I know I have an AC of
Suspicious.
22,
Full
but
house,
still.
nothing there. All right. And
Ethan.
so back to
Silhouette.
Tim,
Silouan,
who's
yeah.
still on the floor. Silouan, you're next.
I'll sneak in behind him here.
Okay.
Swing with the staff.
That's a natural 20.
20.
Yes.
Roll your damage.
And he's
Big four.
It's a 2, so 4 plus 1.
5. Okay.
A mighty 5.
okay. Beneferin.
Oh boy. So, I can't do anything to Etan now, can I?
Do you have any bandages?
You can bandage him.
Yeah. Bring him to 1 hit point.
I mean, maybe you're a healing cleric, so you'll probably do a better job of bandaging him than he did to himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right
I
then.
hope for his
I'll-
sake.
I slowly
try to get-
unwrapped the bandage from his neck.
Couldn't you
Yes,
just
I
first
slowly
aid
undo
again?
his,
Isn't that the one?
His so-called tourniquet, and what do I do? Do I roll anything?
roll a die 20.
How
You
wonderful.
can still flub it. Still possible.
Is that a 6?
That's a 6. That's fine. Okay. You heal him for 2 from up to 0 at this point. You undo
Wonderful.
his damage.
Wonderful.
You notice on the bandage, though, it says Robin Williams?
What?
Nobody knows.
Okay.
Okay. Never mind.
Are you referencing Patch Adams?
No. I'm referencing how
Suicide?
Robin Williams died.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that how he died?
He
He hung himself.
supposedly hung himself.
Hmm.
Alright, so that's Vinifera's. Finn, your turn.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I want to help my friend the dwarf, but I have more pressing matters at the moment. So I will attack this formidable foe with a 19. I think that hits.
That hits.
Be so nice if I could crit on a 19.
Hey, also, when you take off my bandage, did you add it to your inventory? Because
8.
it has another use, by the way.
8 damage.
He actually just undid the damage that you had done to yourself. So
Okay.
yes,
But
yes,
the,
he
doesn't have
unwrapped
another
his
use?
tourniquet. Your tourniquet job. You could breathe again.
Awesome. Wait,
Okay.
8
More
damage to
breathing out
Benjo.
loud. All right, 8 damage to Benjo. Get this.
And then, well, I wonder if I should move. No, I think I will stay where I am.
Okay.
No,
you do
in fact,
start to notice that.
I
this
will
area-
actually move. I'll move right here. Staying within melee.
You notice this area and this area are starting to get like little mounds of green.
Yeah.
All right, so it is Garion's turn. What are you going to do?
I'm looking at the wand, not knowing how it works. And I'm going to point the wand at him again, or at this one again, and say, disintegrate.
All right.
I don't know how
Fails
wands
save.
work.
And he is gone.
That's not how that one
Wow.
works.
How many uses does that
Not at
one
all
have?
how
That,
that one
looks like it
works.
sounds like a $1 million invention, dude.
Well, okay.
$1 million
Actually, what
magic.
happened when he said disintegrate, another wand appeared. Yes, you are
Can't pick
correct.
the same wand twice. It doesn't work and waste the charge.
Okay.
Oh, you're right.
And I don't
well, no,
know.
it creates another wand, doesn't it?
Only one wand each. It has specific
Yeah.
rules for if you summon the same one again.
No. Okay, so how this worked is he summoned another wand.
It doesn't stay at wand to disintegrate until it's out of charges.
I don't know how any of this works, so
It's a
We
magical
wrote down
wand.
the page number it was in the Arcanum, and we read it when we got it.
yeah. But that wand is like, I'd completely forgotten that we even had that wand, and it's
We never
disappeared.
had it in the first place.
And disappeared.
I believe.
I did.
It disappeared from everyone's inventory.
Yes.
No, Mr. Wee had it, and when he left, that's the first thing I said I picked up.
All right, I just want to be clear. Are we arguing to bring back the troll? Is that what we're doing?
Are
I
we
don't
really
know.
going
I-
to
I-
root lawyer
The
this?
item, right?
I think I think the trolls deserve
I
a
believe.
chance.
Okay, the way I believe this wand worked is, or I thought this wand worked is, it summons another wand. So technically, I should have said, Gary, and yes, you got another wand, and then out of that, as soon as you said that, I would
Wait.
assume that you would be intelligent enough to know that the new wand is is indeed the wand of disintegration that you wanted.
Okay.
Okay. Now there are yes,
Well-
there
well,
are
I
don't know how-
charges
I-
on any wand.
I don't know how magic works. So, I had the wand. I cast disintegrate. It disintegrated. Another wand appeared in my hand. I don't notice any different.
No,
The-
when you first said disintegrate, basically a wand appeared.
Right.
Okay, I apologize. I should have clarified that. Okay, that wand is the one that you would be using at this point. You would no longer be using the original wand.
Right.
Wait. By chance, do we still have a wand of missile or missile wand or like magic missile? I mean,
I don't
Why
think
do
we
I call
ever
it-
did.
no, we did. We got
I
it.
have a scroll of magic.
There was
Oh,
a scroll
scroll.
of magic keys.
Then when did we ever get the wand?
The wand came
This was
long
before
before
me.
you.
Yeah,
were.
way-
Wand
way
came
back.
long before you ever joined the game.
Anyway, I've got the wand.
But that's how I believe that the wand works.
I mean,
Wait.
technically, if we're going to get down to the nitty gritty, from my understanding, the castle keeper can twist the rules however the hell he wants.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Well,
it doesn't really matter
technically I
what was
can.
in the book.
Yeah, technically I can, but you know, if I'm wrong on that, I'll go. Then we can review it again. But I believe
We'll
it's
bring it back.
a singular wand.
No. Okay, what are we going to do about these two that are reconstituting?
Well, is this documented anywhere that we can look at to clarify the situation?
Yeah, it is.
It's in the second or third Magic Arcana, probably third.
Yeah.
I don't have access to that text.
Well, doesn't surprise me because I didn't share it completely with everyone.
Yeah. So, I guess just make a ruling. What's your
Well,
ruling gonna
my
be?
ruling is that he has a different wand in his hand at this point.
Okay.
Okay, it's got an unknown limited number of charges. Once it's expended, it's dead.
Okay. So,
And then
did this troll not die then?
no, he would be dead
Okay.
by a disintegrate spell. Still,
Okay. So, are we still in initiative order?
We got those two piles of dust that are reconstituting
Right.
right
Are we still
here.
in initiative order?
so you're about to exit combat unless you don't do something about these two piles.
Okay. Well, if we're not in initiative order, I will walk over here
They got
strike flint and steel against one of my torches, and attempt to start setting these two alight.
They sizzle and smell bad, but you don't. But they do stop growing.
Okay. I don't know how. I mean, do they catch fire?
Eventually, they do. Yes.
All right. So I'm spending my time doing that. Like,
Do you do
You're-
that for the rest of the any of the other remains?
yeah. I mean, I'm trying to do it as much
Okay.
as possible. But the only
You
ones
don't
that I
have to
know
worry
of were
about
like
the ogre over here. He's well charred.
there was
Wait.
one here. There was one here.
Yeah, I'll use my flask
Yeah.
of oil to kind of help you
Okay.
light these
Wait,
bad boys
wait,
up.
by chance, do we have another, acid thing?
I don't.
I don't.
No one
After
has-
I'm done, I'm gonna go over to Dwar, who's at, where are you at? -4? I will cast First Aid,
So,
Stabilize.
would you like me to read you the description of the wand of anything?
Go ahead.
After I revive you. I'm gonna cast First
yeah,
Aid on...
After we leave the room.
I should probably do it first. The device
Okay.
will perform as if it were an ordinary wand of wonder. Will have no more than 50 usages before being totally expended. In addition, has 3 special uses. Upon command, it will perform as if it were any other sort of known wand, but it can only duplicate the effects of any given wand once. If it is commanded to duplicate a single kind of wand more than once, the second or third such command will have no effect, and after 3 such demands, successful or not, the wand will be totally drained and useless.
Alright,
Okay.
well, GM, it's up to you, because it's your game. You're the one running it, so you make a call about what you want to do.
All I'm saying is that second use wouldn't have happened.
Okay. You're right.
I think he should have honestly failed to use it and just it went off as a wand of wonder, which is much more.
Bailey,
Okay, what would happen with a Wand of Wonder? Because I don't know anything about that.
I'll skip down. There is a shitload of wands. It may take a moment.